Welcome to MLB The Show 18. First off, let's get you up to speed on one of our new features.
Welcome into this presentation of minor league baseball from the AA Texas League. Opening night here in this brand new season between the Springfield Cardinals and the Frisco Rough Riders. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Richard Sanderson gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start. We'll see if that starts in this one today.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-1-1.
And oh no, pray that didn't get him where it sounded like it got him. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. One away now. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Now he'll step off. 1 out, nobody on. And he'll step off. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. And as he punches him out there, he collects his first AA strikeout.
Well, I'm sure that feels good, and maybe he'll keep the ball or something, but you know his sights are set on a lot higher than AA ball. Figuring out how to strike out a lot more guys at this level as he progresses in the minors will be one of the keys for him reaching the big leagues.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So a fairly painless top of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. So coming to the plate, Felipe Vila. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Sanderson has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
At the plate, Kenny Blackwell, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. No score here as we play inning number 2. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well. And I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball. He's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Kenny Blackwell is sent packing for out number 2 in the inning. Into the box, Ramon Hernandez, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Julio Montañez would be next. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Into the box, Julio Montañez. 7-8-9, bottom of the order set to go here in the 3rd. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Good arm action on the circle change, swung on and missed. 0-2. 0-2, here it comes. And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
In now, Maurice Coulter. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind. 0-2.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far on this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Second baseman, Jesse Aguilar.
First pitch on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. Stepping in, Robbie Chacon comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And he misses with it, 1-1. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
The 1-2. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. At the plate, Elmo Lott. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Left fielder, Elmo Lott.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Here's Kyle Saul looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Missed with a slider.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
1-1-1.
Fine. But that one rolls foul. 2 out, nobody on. And he misses 2-1. Started that swing a bit too early. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Can't start any better than this. He's set down the first 12. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. And we are tied 0-0. Standing in, Felipe Vila. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Now batting, catcher, Kenny Blackwell.
Standing in now, Kenny Blackwell. He swings and grounds it to short. Piedra has it. And there's out number 2. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th.
Now batting.
Now to the plate, Ramon Hernandez.
Hernandez.
A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves right now. They have to find a way to get somebody on.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 15 up, 15 down to start the ball game. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Rough Riders lead it 3-0. Coming to the plate now, Julio Montañez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game, pounding the zone.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Maurice Coulter. As he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game.
Wow, talk about being efficient. How about 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts? Doesn't get much better than that.
Digging in to try it again, number 82. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And a ball, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, 1-1. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown, as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. So 6 perfect innings for him out of the gate, as he's been masterful. On to the bottom of inning number 6. The Rough Riders are out in front, 4-0. Leading off the inning, Robbie Chacon, and they'll need him to get something going here.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you got to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
Now here's the pitch. First pitch is a cutter looked at. 0-1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Now here's the pitch. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game, as he keeps racking them up.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Digging in, Elmo Lott. Here's the first pitch to him. Now the big overhand curveball makes him swing and miss. Good arm action on the circle change, swung on and missed. 0-2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Front door curve is taken. Strike 2. And, Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously an important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Strike 3. 19 strikeouts for him now. 7 perfect innings as he begins to close in now. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Rough Riders lead it 5-0. Leading off the inning, Felipe Vila, and they'll need him to get something going here.
He's starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2. Got him for an even 20 strikeouts now thus far, as he's just been flat unhittable.
Yet another strikeout for him on the mound. And fellas, this has been one of his favorite victims tonight. That's the 3rd time he sent him packing. So he's got him pretty well figured out. Not that the rest of this lineup has been much better.
Into the box now, Kenny Blackwell. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
We're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the 2nd out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter.
Into the box now, Ramon Hernandez. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Popped him up. And no one will get this one. And another strikeout as nobody can touch him in this one. 24 have been set down. 3 left to go. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Rough Riders are out in front 5-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Julio Montañez. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. First offering on its way. Hit on the ground to 3rd. Throw on to 1st for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Ready once again, Maurice Coulter. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. And there's another one. Strike 3 as he just continues to mow guys down. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, number 82.
Second baseman.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed. And now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He's done it. A perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
Well, you don't have to look too far to find our tops player of the game. I'd say anytime you throw a perfect game, you'd be a pretty strong candidate.
Yeah, no need to offer any debate this time. All you have to do is look.
Minor League Baseball now on the show as our road trip makes a stop in the Double-A Texas League. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game series. Richard Sanderson will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
Stepping into the box, Ken Milano. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Right fielder, Ken Milano.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Fellas, are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Hey, Matty V, we're taking a look at a team right here, Hero. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
And it'll be important to stay warm tonight. A chilly 44 degrees here at first pitch. And this is swung on and missed on a great pitch that time. And the leadoff man is down on strikes to get this one started. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Dero, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods, just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point right now.
So we got him swinging. Lamont Finley is the second out of the opening frame. So striding forward now, Ramon Padilla. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 1-0 the count. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. So here's the cleanup hitter, Damian Rose. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Damian Rose.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
One of the toughest things to do at this level is to win on the road. With the win today, this would be a sweep of a road series.
They may be hard-pressed to get the same sort of performance on the mound that they got yesterday, a complete game shutout, but something close would certainly give them a chance to complete a sweep.
You don't see it very often, a complete game shutout like they had yesterday. Hopefully that's the beginning of things to come, and their starting pitcher could get them deep into this one as well.
Now at the plate, Charlie Culberson. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one.
Charlie Culberson.
A ball and no strikes.
No strikes.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Man, you don't see this in today's game that much. A guy who's willing to work east-west consistently with a great cutter two-seamer combo.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Standing in now, Andy Hale, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Now at the plate, Jerry Casto. 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third.
Castro.
Pitch on the way. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. They just can't touch him right now as this is swung on and missed. 7 punch outs now, and there's 1 away.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 an inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
Jenny Jarecki.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Denny Jarecki is out number 2 here in the 3rd inning.
6 pitches, 2 strikeouts in the inning. Hard to beat that. And beyond that, he has to feel good about the way the curveball is coming out of his hand. That was a nasty looking pitch.
Stepping in now, Ivan Macias. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. So add 1 more name to the record book here as he strikes out this side on 9 pitches. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Now in the box, Ken Milano. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Started that swing a bit too early. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Standing in, Lamont Finley. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Finley.
Missed with a breaking ball.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle of the order power guy.
2-1 now. The 2-1 home. Taken, strike 2.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
First baseman number 8, Ramon Padilla.
Into the box, Ramon Padilla. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
The 1-2. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. Can't start any better than this. He's set down the first 12. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. Striding forward now is the DH. Damian Rose comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
I got the count.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
Now batting, third baseman, Charlie Culberson.
Into the box now, Charlie Culberson, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Ball and a strike.
That counts 1-1.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Stepping up to the plate, Andy Hale.
The left fielder, number 34. Andy
First delivery to him on the way. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Hey, he's looking to punch out the side right here. And if this guy's going to do him favors and swing outside the zone, that's exactly what's going to happen.
And he's got another one. 15 strikeouts in the ball game, and the side is retired. 15 straight he's retired to start the ball game. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we still have no score. Leading off the inning, Jerry Casto, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Jerry Casto.
And he offers at the circle change and misses 0-1.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count. Find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far, as he's had a whale of a ball game.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
In now, Denny Kurecki.
Denny Kurecki.
Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Boy, he just threw that fastball by him. 1 out, nobody on. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Stepping in now, Ivan Macias. And he takes ball 1.
No strike.
1-1.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
The 1-1 home. He swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now. 3 up, 3 down for the 6th consecutive inning here. Part of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ken Milano. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Ken Milano becomes the first out of the inning. Ready for another chance? Lamont Finley. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking his zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
Got him for an even 20 strikeouts now thus far, as he's just been flat unhittable.
Yet another strikeout for him on the mound. And fellas, this has been one of his favorite victims tonight. That's the 3rd time he's sent him packing, so he's got him pretty well figured out. Not that the rest of this lineup has been much better.
Standing in now, Ramon Padilla, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. No hits to this point. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
The 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. Payoff pitch one more time. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled. Once again, a 3-2. And the perfect game will go by the wayside here as this pitch misses for ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Digging in, Damian Rose. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
Padilla leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. That misses. 1-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Rough Riders are out in front, 2-0. So digging in now, Charlie Culberson. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
That's a
Ball 1.
1-1.
Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
And another strikeout as nobody can touch him in this one.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer at that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
Into the box, Andy Hale. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And there's another one. Strike 3 as he just continues to mow guys down.
We're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the second out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter.
Digging in now, Jerry Casto. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one.
Fans, the new season is upon us, filled with hope and optimism for the months ahead. And what a better way to stay involved all season long than with a full or partial season ticket plan. Whether you're looking for a handful of marquee games or the whole kit and caboodle.
First offering on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
And he struck him out. So he's now through 8 full innings and will take his no-hit bid into the 9th. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Rough Riders lead it 2-0. Ready now, Denny Hirecki. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. That's by him for strike 1. So 1-1 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Ball even at 2-2. And he struck him out for out number 1. So now just 2 outs away from the no-no.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Late that time for a strike. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. And with 1 out in the 9th, he's just now coming up on his 100th pitch of the ball game.
Yeah, Matty, he this one on adrenaline if he's allowed to. We'll see how the manager plays this one. I know guys like Dan Plesac were locked and loaded in this position.
Oh, this is right now a dream if you're out in that bullpen right now. Your starting pitcher gets you into the 9th inning. The guys that, if they do get up in the 9th inning, these are the best relievers, and they're just lurking out there. What a terrific job up to this point.
First delivery to him on the way. A cold strike on the inside corner.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all four quadrants.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Bruno is there, makes the catch, and there it is, a no-hitter.
Well, it's something that every pitcher who's ever picked up a baseball dreams about, and he's done it. A no-hit gem in one of the most dominant performances I've seen in a while. He's in the record books forever now.
Well, obviously, after a no-hitter, there's not a whole lot of debate as to the identity of our top player of the game.
Yeah, probably the easiest player of the game decision we'll have to make all year. He got some help along the way from his defense, but all in all, this was his show, and he winds up in the history books with a no-hitter.
Here now is our final line score. First for the victorious.
A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar on the development of his signature skills.
Game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Frisco Rough Riders and the Tulsa Drillers. It's going to now at the plate, Ken Milano. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Drillers, right fielder Ken Milano.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Piedra waits on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, this lineup finds themselves down 2 runs. Nothing crazy. Everyone relax. Stay within the game plan. Find a way to execute and get 1 run on the board and get back in this.
Now batting, Ramon Padilla. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. First pitch coming. Here it is. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. Bases are empty, one man out. Way in front of a great slider that time. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Batting third.
Into the box now, Enrique Ortiz. As he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got...
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. On now to the top half of inning number 2. The Rough Riders are out in front, 2-0. Next will be the designated hitter, Damian Rose. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stage. In this one, they're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. Two of the game's best, two of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
And he got him.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up today. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Stepping up now, Charlie Culberson. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. No balls and 1 strike. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Charlie Culberson becomes out number 2 this inning.
Batting 6, left fielder, Andy Hale.
Stepping in now, Andy Hale. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Good arm action on the circle change, swung on and missed. 0-2.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
And a step off. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Now at the plate, Lamont Finley. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Center fielder, Lamont Finley.
First pitch of the at-bat. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
The lineup top to bottom looks like they have no approach or game plan whatsoever. It's like they're deciding to swing before the pitch is even coming out of the pitcher's hand.
And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning.
For my money, there's nothing better than a 3-pitch see ya later. Well, look here. He gets him on his heels with strike 1, up against the ropes with strike 2, and then he KOs him on pitch number 3. Love it.
Standing in now, Sean Bell.
Second baseman.
He offers at it and hits it in the air to left.
Santiago ranging forward, lays out, and he's got it. A great play for out number 2.
That one had extra bases written all over it. Great sliding catch, and he also kept the runners right where they were at.
In now, Ivan Macias.
Catcher.
As he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Roll first. Kondo charging in on it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. On now to the top of inning number 4. Coming to the plate now, Ken Milano. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Got him.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in, and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ramon Padilla. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
So stepping in, Enrique Ortiz comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a strike. Late that time for a strike.
I got the count 0-2.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Can't start any better than this. He's set down the first 12. We played 4 full. The Rough Riders are out in front, 4-0. Leading off the inning, Damian Rose, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Well, this one had the makings of a great pitcher's duel, but has developed into something of a lopsided contest. What do you make of this one, fellas?
Yeah, Matty, we are expecting a pitcher's duel in this one. It's working for one guy. The other guy, not so much. Didn't have good feel for his breaking stuff or his off speed and had to come over the middle of the plate. I don't care how hard you throw, Dan. In this league, guys will catch up to it.
You know what, D-Row, you hit it. It's been the story of 2 really good pitchers, 2 power pitchers. One guy making good pitches, the other not making good pitches, leaving some balls out over the plate, and hence he's walking. It looks like he's going to walk away taking a loss in this one.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Damian Rose is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 5th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
I got to say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. In now, Andy Hale.
Now batting, left fielder, Andy Hale.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
The 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. 15 up, 15 down to start. Leading off the inning, Lamont Finley, and they'll need him to get something going here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. One-two pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Now batting, second baseman.
Into the box now, Sean Bell. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Popped him up. Kang trying to get there. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Digging in for his second at bat, Ivan Macias. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And they start him out away with a called strike. Missed with a slider. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown, as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. So 6 perfect innings for him out of the gate, as he's been masterful. 7th inning coming up. The Rough Riders lead it. 6. Leading off the inning, Ken Milano, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And there's ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a 4th.
And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th, as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
I think he kind of trained the hitter's eyes in that at bat. What I mean is you'll find the first 3 pitches are all down around the knee. So as a hitter, he's probably looking down there again, and that's the perfect time to raise his sights and make a good pitch up.
Stepping in now, Ramon Padilla. As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
And he buries a breaking ball that time. Good pitch, and it's 0-2. Got him. So that's the 2nd out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. The perfection continues. 21 straight retired. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Rough Riders are out in front, 6-0. Digging in once again, Damian Rose. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
The windup and the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
The catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike 2.
Straight up,
fouled away.
Straight up.
The 2-2 one more time. Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Stepping into the box, Charlie Culberson, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3. 19 strikeouts for him now.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into focus now.
Ready for another shot now. Andy Hale. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight.
Andy Hale.
First delivery to him on the way. Way in front of that fastball. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Got him for an even 20 strikeouts now thus far, as he's just been flat unhittable. So he makes it through 8 with the perfecto still intact. We've played 8 full. The Rough Riders lead it 6-0. Striding in to start the 9th, Lamont Finley, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lamont Finley.
First pitch of the at-bat. Grounded up baseline. And they'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Stepping in, Sean Bell. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
The 1-0. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
The 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Strike 3. So now he's 1 out away from perfection.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Now batting, catcher.
Standing in now, Ivan Macias. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
He's still looking really solid here in the 9th, and I'm sure that big lead has helped him pitch free and easy, but to me, it still looks like he's approaching it like it's a close game.
Swing and a miss. He's done it. A perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
Well, we've talked about his dominance all throughout the game, and he ended up finishing what he started. A complete game shutout. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, no need to offer any debate this time. All you have to do is look at the box score. No hits, no walks, not even a base runner. We talked about his brilliance all game long, and you can bet he's going to celebrate this one tonight.
Here now is